Well, it did happen at last. Nobody asked for the eagerly anticipated crossover episode. The Kardashian-Jenner family is getting along well with the Spare and the Duchess of Delusion. Meghan and Harry, congratulations. At last, you have that photo with Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. Dreams do indeed come true. Let's set the scenario if you've fallen far enough down the celebrity ladder. Kris Jenner's celebration of turning 70. The entire Hollywood elite, with their glittering outfits and champagne towers, were more radiant than a diamond filter. Then, out of the shadows of Montito, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry appeared, eager to show that they were still worthy of the A-list. Meghan is seen awkwardly posing next to Kim Kardashian in recently published images from the event, attempting to channel her inner movie star but appearing more like an underpaid extra. Her attire is so awful. Mismatched a polyester sarong skirt and a cheap-looking black turtleneck. It was quickly ridiculed on the internet. Imagine that. Everyone in her vicinity was drenched in couture, silks flowing, sequins flashing. Then there's the reality of Meghan serving at PTA meetings. At a party with a Bond theme, the girl wore a turtleneck. This is a crime against fashion, so someone should call the police. Glitz. Not to be forgotten is Harry. Sweaty and red-faced, he clung to Kris Jenner like a lost Disneyland toddler. It appeared more like a lost sticker of remorse than a desperate nod to duty, the poppy pinned on his lapel. The man was only one martini away from admitting his regrets about Netflix. Now Meghan's posing could be a standalone college course. Overdoing at 101, an art. Hips bent at an unsettling 45-degree angle, shoulders back and chest out. The doomed pose. She was able to appear both plump and gaunt at the same time. A purely narcissistic optical illusion. She seemed to be saying, "I'm better than everyone here. And don't cut me out of this picture, please." Harry, too. Glassy-eyed, he stands there grinning as if he's been assured that this photo will cover all of his expenses. Every frame yells, "Aid! A lifestyle influencer and I got married?" His eyes wandered suspiciously in Kris Jenner's way, his poppy limp and his posture sagged. Not what one would anticipate from a man who was once third in line for the crown. Now let's talk about Kris. She's keeping Meghan at a very calculated arm's length while leaning toward Harry and grinning that signature mama smile. Her inner monologue is nearly palpable. Keep the grifters out of my shot while grinning for the cameras. To be honest, who is to blame? Kris is able to identify opportunists. She brought up 6 of them. The responses on the internet were vicious, funny, and spot on. Commenters pointed out that Meghan consistently overdresses for intimate occasions, yet nevertheless falls short when it matters. She attended a movie premiere in a gown. A turtleneck was sent to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday. Make it logical. Another said that everyone else had an Oscar night appearance. She appeared to be at Yerevan performing errands. Royal observers didn't miss one detail. The poppy, a symbol of remembrance for lost troops, was absent from Meghan's attire. Meghan apparently didn't wear one because they aren't readily accessible in America, but Harry did, probably out of remorse after giving in Canada. Please, a girl. They are shipped all over the world by the Royal British Legion. She has already been seen with Harold wearing a poppy for remembrance, and that justification is about as tenuous as her Netflix screenplays. The Sussex couple released a combined film against child abuse on the internet last year while wearing poppies tied to their lapels. When Meghan and Harry visited the U.S. Navy SEALs in San Diego in 2023, Meghan wore a poppy brooch. Concurrently back in, Princess Anne was paying tribute to Australian veterans in the UK, duty first, with dignity preserved. Harry and Meghan were celebrating Remembrance Weekend with the Kardashians on the other side of the Atlantic. It is the most striking contrast. Duty and illusion. Oh, the pictures. None of them are flattering, yet they all tell a narrative. Meghan was like a heat-seeking missile staring at the cameras. With his hands fidgeting, Harry lurks uneasily in the background. Kim K appears to prefer sitting for a bar exam. The entire scenario begs for a photo opportunity, not just an invitation. Not to be overlooked is the fact that the photos then mysteriously disappeared from Kris and Kim's Instagram accounts. Has the PR team come to terms with the radioactive nature of the Sussex brand? Fans took note. It's strange that the pictures didn't show up until people questioned why they weren't there. Now they've been scrubbed, said one. Whoa, you know you've reached your lowest point when even the Kardashians refuse to post your picture. Yes, the notorious claw hand reappeared. Meghan's signature technique in which she holds onto someone's back as if attempting to establish control. Kris Jenner's bare back was the target this time. Intrusive touch meets backless garment. It has a spooky ant vibe to it. It was quickly called the Claw Hollywood horror story on the internet. Harry made a valuable contribution to the evening. A bit too close to Kris, a bit too glassy about the eyes, and far too engrossed in the mayhem. He appeared like a high clown and the human incarnation of remorse, according to jokes. The sorrowful symbolism was highlighted by others. Harry paid tribute to the fallen while the royal family did. Shot of tequila. Not to be forgotten is the ultimate insult. Comparisons to Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew. Sure. There are now 2 new honorary members of the Royal Freelaters Club. They were known online as the Unsussex Fools. To be honest, it does fit. They sacrificed their royal lives for this. A photobomb other famous people at a billionaire's birthday party. Meghan's gaze was fixed on the cameras as she prepared her next position. Harry hovered uncomfortably. A man who obviously longs for the times when his name had real significance. They are making a lot of effort to fit in, but nobody is buying it. It gets evident with each photo leak. The stars of the night weren't them. They served as the sideshow and amusement. The pair was courteous to all. Tolerates but doesn't extend another invitation. From balconies at Buckingham Palace to being overlooked at a party in Hollywood. Actually, it's poetic. Meghan was once the object of a curtsy. She's currently standing in line to snap a selfie with Kim Kardashian. Harry is currently the one who, together with several influencers, is attending Remembrance Weekend. Additionally, these two are preoccupied with hashtagging while Princess Anne performs her duty with quiet dignity. Positive energy only from Jeff Bezos' estate. The irony is almost excruciating. For the past few years, Harry and Meghan have told the world that they don't give a damn about titles or appearances. Nevertheless, every action they take screams the opposite. They are no longer royals. They're mascots of brands. Not even the Kardashians could make them appear stylish. The Kris Jenner celebration was meant to be an opportunity to re-enter the Hollywood elite and make a comeback. Rather, it turned into a master lesson in disgust. The positions flailed, the attire failed, and the energy was desperate. The internet as a whole cringed, not simply laughed. So once more, congrats, Harry and Meghan. From their royal highnesses, you've moved on to those strangers at the Kris Trista.